Yes, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 4th of December, 2021. This is just my weekly analysis video where we have a look at all the pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame. On the Forex charts that we're trading with the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. Big welcome to everyone. December, close to Christmas for those that celebrate it. So it's getting to the quiet time of the year for trading. But I trade all the way through the year. I've made some good money in December, so I don't mind trading over Christmas. Big welcome to all the new members that have joined either the YouTube channel, Matt Family Man's Discord channel, Telegram channels, or the Facebook group. Everyone's more than welcome to join any of those groups. And that's where I post my daily trade setups and make comments, etc., answer questions, stuff like that. All my trades, all the trade setups are called at the time, so there's no after the fact type trades. These are all done on the day that the signal's given. I call the trade at that time. I take a screenshot of the setup. I put that in a shared folder and also upload a few things to TradingView, etc., maybe a short video or the screenshots themselves. So it's all very transparent. And with the videos, if you do like these videos, I know they're not the most exciting videos. If you do like them, if you could please hit the like button or the subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated. So let's get into it, folks. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. What do we want to look at first? Probably the news. So we'll go to the news, see what we always do. This is the Forex Factory Economic Calendar. It's a free calendar. It's set up for me, so I can set it up. You can set filters. So all I want to see is high impact news events, which are in the red, or the medium impact ones, which are in the orange. Normally the grayed out ones are holidays and stuff like that. So this is scheduled news. So this is just what's basically news by appointment, so we know what's coming. So this is the week ahead. There's a couple of things. First, probably the most important one is the Australian interest rate news, which is on. For me, this is my local time, so it's good because you can set it up to your local time. I'm in Vietnam, so it's 10:30 in the morning for me on Tuesday morning. Normally the first Tuesday every month for Australian interest rate news. Not expecting a rate rise, but it could move the Aussie, so be careful around that. Same applies on Wednesday, 10 p.m. my time, Canadian interest rate news. They're not expecting a change, but this could affect the Canadian dollar, any pairs you're trading with that, so be careful there. USD jolts job openings. I don't even know what that is. Canada, just follow up from the interest rate news. And on Friday, talking head out of Australia, and CPI numbers out of the US, which can be a market mover at times. So the three main ones: CPI, Canadian interest rates, and Aussie interest rates. So that's the news the week ahead. So just be careful trading around those times, especially for you lower time frame traders. And I know there's plenty of you out there. Just be careful. Right, what's next? Let's have a look at the charts. The charts. All right. Before we get to the charts, just have a read of this Word document. If you've never seen my videos or don't understand my system, or you're a bit confused, and Zalo got a new message up, always happens when I'm doing a video. If you don't understand my system, this explains what the indicators are, what the three moving averages are, the QMP filter, which is basically the red and green dots you see on the chart, how these come about. Red trend lines, green trend lines, blue trend lines, grey vertical lines. Sells are designated by red, buys are designated by blue. Stop losses are normally a red dotted line. Big numbers, parity, round numbers, etc., green dash line. You'll see all this on the charts. Down the bottom of my chart, you'll see a MACD. It's called a MACD Platinum. All it is a zero lag MACD. It oscillates around a zero level. It is an oscillator. That's why it's good for divergence. So generally I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. But you'll see that when we get to the charts. So have a read of this. Just pause the video, have a read, take a screenshot. Like I always say, I understand that English is not everyone's first language, or you may not understand my Australian accent. So there's plenty of notes on my charts. So it's just a matter of pausing the video and reading the notes on the charts. And also, if you have any questions, just hit me up on any of those social media channels or even my email. I'm happy to answer any questions at all. So let's get into the charts. I'm just going to find them. I know it's here somewhere. There we go. Right, I do all my analysis on TradingView, and the broker I'm using is Oanda. This is my watch list on the right. So all these down to gold, XAU, USD, they're the ones I'm actually trading. The three bottom ones, the US dollar, US 500, and Bitcoin against US dollar, they're just there more out of curiosity just to track them. But these are the ones I trade. It's only a small watch list, just trying to avoid some correlation, keep it pretty simple. If they're highlighted in light blue, means there's a trade on. I've taken some action. Highlighted in dark blue means there's a trade on. I haven't taken any action as yet. And action, I mean trade management. No highlight, no trade, and there's no new trade signals for Monday. Now with TradingView, like for example here, this is not a valid trade signal. We've got a red dot on the QMP filter, but the MACD Platinum's a long way below the zero level. This is the AusCAD. See the red dot and the red dot there? If you're on MT4, MT5, they won't be showing as yet. TradingView, the good thing about TradingView, on a Friday, if there's a new signal for Monday, TradingView presents it on the Friday close, whereas MT4, MT5 won't present that dot or that dot there until Monday open. It'll be exactly the same dot if it's the same broker and the same price feed, but TradingView, it's good. I like it. It gives me a absolutely heads up what's happening on Friday, whereas MT4, MT5, it's a bit of a mystery tour sometimes, but this is good. So let's get into it. There's no new trades for Monday. Let's just be clear about that. Not on this watch list anyway. I've got some other stuff in my private trading, but that's just a much bigger watch list. So let's have a look here. AusCAD, as I said, there's plenty of notes on the charts. You can read those notes. I took a sell back here, red. You can see the date there. There's a sell. The reason I took it, it's gone down nicely. Broke this previous low in the last few days, which is good. Friday was non-farm payrolls days. And the Aussie took a big drop on Friday for some unknown reason. So that's good for us. Broke this low cleanly. I'm in a sell. My stop's at the entry level. Now, I'm going to see that moving averages are heading down slowly. So I'm just going to keep the stop where it is for now. You know, people will be tempted to bring it right down closer, which is fair enough. It's up to you how you manage your trades. But I like to leave it in amongst the moving averages, somewhere between the 50 and the 100, and that's where it is at the moment. We've got a sell, a red QMP dot, so it's heading down. That's a big bearish candle. You'd think on Monday there may be a bit of a pullback, but you tend to think there's more of a chance of continuing down at some time. MACD Platinum, it's below the zero level. This grey vertical line, I think I took a buy in here. It was a high-risk trade. But I still had that sell on. I'm not sure if I took the buy there or not. I don't think I did. No, I didn't take the buy there. The reason there's a grey vertical line there is no reason now, because normally I put it if there's a green dot on the MACD Platinum below the zero level, just gives me a heads up. I'm thinking buying, but now we're just clean sailing. This trend line I could probably get rid of. It's no longer sort of valid, just in case that the buy signal continued and went up. That's the only reason that was there. But we've broken this low. We're going down. We're all good. Aussie, Japanese yen. We're going to sell back here. Good pick. You know, sometimes I get criticised for my method. Sometimes people say it gets you in too late. You don't have to get in on the top. All right, people. We get in here. Who cares? We missed out that much. Picking a top is hard work. Trust me. But we got in here. It's a high risk trade. Come to the MAs. MACD Platinum through the zero level. We're closing half the trade. Bring the stop. I think I would have brought the stop down here. The initial stop was up here. Would have brought it down there. Pulled up towards my entry. Just rolled over nicely, back down, had a bit of a break, and broke through cleanly. So the stop's now down here. I could probably drag this stop a lot further down. Let's just bring it down a bit, eh? We'll bring it down we'll keep it amongst the MA. So we'll just keep it on these high here. So we just brought it down a little bit. Locking in a profit, already taken half in the same area, locking in the same. And look at all this, that's all good. In the meantime, I'm drawing these trend lines in. I should have said that on the AusCAD, same deal. I'm drawing these trend lines in anticipation of a possible divergence. If it keeps on going down, it's no longer valid. I just delete the trend lines. So that's all it is. They're just adjusted every day. Just saves me thinking every day, just a matter of adjusting them. So the same here. At the moment, we're getting close to a support level, I guess. We're at this low here, but it's still technically divergence. MACD Platinum's going down. Price still hasn't broken the lows yet. So it's divergence there, but it's good. We're going to sell there. Aussie New Zealand. This was the trade we took on Friday. It was a sell, and Friday was kind to us. It's gone down a little bit, not a great deal as yet. MACD Platinum still above the zero level. Trend is down, and it's a bit of a sideways sort of going. The structure, market structure is not really good there. I think I mentioned that somewhere. It's been a tough pair to trade. Yeah. So we've been taking a few trades here. We've had some wins, we've had some losses, but overall, I think we're not in a big hole or anything. But at this stage, we're looking good on the sell there. So it's Aussie New Zealand, Aussie USD. Sell up here. Going well. Stops here. We could probably drag that stop down a bit. Let's just do that, eh? So we'll bring it down. Like I said, keep it amongst the MAs. We'll just bring it down a little bit, not much. Just to make it look a bit more. Oh, now my mouse is frozen up. Stand by. Oh, what's going on? Here we go. Back. All right. So we'll just bring it down a little bit. So the stop's just brought down a bit. Good trade, going down nicely, dropping on Friday. We had a big broke this previous low here, which that blue line represents. And I had this trend line going. It's hugged that trend line nicely all the way down, but then Friday dropped down. And this is what I'm saying is interesting. This big green level here, 70-cent level, 70 cent. So these are big numbers on the Aussie. That's a 75, and obviously 80's up here somewhere. We don't get there often. But if you look to the left there along that line where 80, you can see where it's touched 80 just up here somewhere. So these are big numbers. Price tends to bounce around these numbers a lot, and now we're at the 70-cent level. So I'll be interested to see if it bounces here a little bit or breaks cleanly through. MACD Platinum's a long way below the zero level, so I'm in buy mode, hence the the grey vertical line. The sell's going nicely, good profit there. No trades. Euro Swiss, let's have a look at that. This thing's been going down, slowly. The last signal's a buy here. I did take that and was stopped out for a loss, but we're still in a sell up here, which is great. And the stop for the sells here. See how the stop's in amongst the MAs? That's where I like to keep it at the moment. So that loss we took on this buy here, the stop would have been down here somewhere. So that's all been offset by that sell. That's why I like to keep some of these trades on, especially with the trend type trades. I go on about all the time. If you're in a trade that's with the trend, give it more room to breathe. It's when you're going against the trend, you want to keep things a lot tighter. It's just swimming downstream instead of upstream sort of thing. The path of least resistance. All right, we've got this new red dot on the QMP filter. Sound like I was in slow motion there. Red dot in the QMP filter, not a valid signal. MACD Platinum still below the zero level. It's been below the zero level a long time. So it's good divergence there. You can see, look at that. High lows on the MACD Platinum and much lower lows on price. So there is divergence there. Price is getting a long way from the moving averages. So next time a buy signal presents, this is one I'm jumping on because this has been below the zero level for a long time. Divergence, price a long way from the MAs, and we've got a partial sell on, so it's all good. Euro yen, what are we in here? A sell trade back here. Good, another good one. Went nowhere for a while, dropped down nicely. MACD Platinum through the zero level. Price in the MAs, close half, bring the stop down. Keeps on going down, breaks through the MAs, which is great. We had a buy signal here, which I took based on this nice support level. I thought was great. Obviously wasn't, because it didn't go anywhere and just came down and stopped me out. But in the meantime, that's good because the loss from that is being offset by the partial sell still. So we're still overall profitable. If this keeps on dropping, the sell's just making more money. I'm out of the buy, no problems. In the meantime, looks like we're breaking this previous support level, which may become resistance. However, the MAs are starting to turn to the downside. What else? We've got possible divergence forming. Price is going down, MACD's going up. So again, the trend lines are drawn in anticipation. So that's the Euro Yen going okay. Euro USD. Right. Might take some action here on Monday. No, I won't. I don't need to. All right. You can read. We've got a couple of trades here. We've got one sell here from up here, which is still on. As I said, remember the moving averages are to the downside. So I'm giving these trades room to move. This is a great price, comes back into the MAs, drops down. That's a great sell. We would have had a go to buy there, probably lost. Might have had another crack at a buy in there, probably lost. But then I took another sell here, and this previous sell still on. So there's another sell here, which is these notes here. So that's the first one on the 9th of September. Here's the second one on the 27th of October. So it's a long time holding these trades. And it's gone up against me, but eventually it's come down. It's gone into the MAs, which is what I like to see. MACD's rolled over, and we've gone down nicely. So both of these sells have got stops in. Both can't lose, making plenty, which is great. Took this buy early in the week. Oh, hang on, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday last week it was. Monday last week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday. So we took that on Monday. Went nowhere, started to go up nicely. Non-farm payrolls, it's still around the entry level. Look, and the MACD Platinum it's against the trend. It's a high-risk trade. There's no, like I said, it's a high-risk trade. There's no divergence supporting it. The reason I took it was because price is a long way from the MAs, and I've got these two sells on. So it's not a bad setup. If I didn't have these two sell trades on, and this buy was like it is now, on Monday I'd be closing this buy. Just take a break even or a scratch trade, or a couple of pips if you can get it. The reason why you probably can't see it in the video, generally when I'm with the trend, I look at the brown ready coloured line through the zero level, but it's hard to see on the video. There's a blue line it's a little bit faster inside or on the outside, depends which way you look at it, inside that, and it's gone through the zero level on this candle. So Friday confirmed it. So that for me, I'd be closing half normally, bringing my stop up. So you can either light your position, just leave the stop where it is, or you can just close the trade. I'm going to leave it on because I've got the two sells on, and it might just continue up a bit, or it might roll over. Who cares? If I get stopped out, these two sells are offsetting the loss. You know what I mean? So it's all good. Pound Swiss in a sell trade. This is a pretty recent one in here. I really need to see it break the low here, which it did eventually. Then it sort of popped up, but then Friday had a good move down. I've already closed half. The MACD Platinum is through the zero level on another message. MACD Platinum is through the zero level on these two candles here. So I'm closing half, bring the stop in. Can't sort of put myself in can't lose position. Friday was kind. It dropped down nicely. Again, keep on adjusting these until they're no longer valid. Read the notes with why I took that trade. Stop loss is down here now. So looking good on the pound Swiss. Pound yen. Where are we? We had a sell back here. This is the only trade I'm on. I did take a buy in here. That's why the grey line is there, just to remind me I did take a loss. No big deal. We're still in the sell. Again, the stop would have been under here somewhere, and it got stopped out before it got this red dot, which is not a valid sell signal, and it's continued down. Probably get rid of that trend line at the moment. Don't need to see that, just confuses. So in the meantime, we've got possible divergence for me. Again, just keep adjusting it every day until it's no longer valid. So that loss on the buy offset by the partial sell profit, and it's going down the right direction now. Actually, we could probably extend this level across here, which is relevant now. Break that, and we're breaking sort of a major support level. You can see it there. I'll get rid of that one. It's no longer needed on the chart. No need to clutter up the charts and confuse everyone. So I like this sort of setup because we had hidden bullish divergence first on this buy that we got stopped out on. So that's there. You can see it there. It's clear. Then now we've got possible regular bullish divergence. So next time we get a bullish signal here, it'll be the second signal on the MACD Platinum below the zero level in this cycle. So I'll definitely be taking that buy. I'm leaving that sell on. I could probably even bring the stop down on the sell into the MAs there, but I'll just leave it for a couple of days and see how we go. Pound New Zealand. Let's have a look here. What do we call here? I'm pretty sure it's a buy, hopefully. Yep. We had a couple of goes at this. That was the first one. That was the first one here on the grey vertical line, and it was stopped out. And as Murphy's Law would have it, it's come straight up. In the meantime, because the buy signal remained valid, I drew this trend line across the highs here, Broke the trend line. I ended up taking a new buy signal based on that trend line break because the buy was still valid. MACD Platinum's below the zero level, and it's proved to be a master stroke. Talking myself up there. It worked out well. So it's gone up, and it's continued up. Got up to the MAs, touched the MAs, MACD Platinum through the zero level, closing half, bringing my stop right up. So I would have brought my stop up in here somewhere. Now it's pulled back a little bit, then powered through in the last week or two. So I've just brought my stop up below here, and it's still going up. In the meantime, this grey vertical line now is just give me a heads up. There's a red dot on the MACD Platinum above the zero level, so I'm looking for a sell, but Friday it's just shot up again. So all good. I'll probably get rid of a couple of these trend lines here. I don't know why they're still on the chart. No need for them. Right, so yeah, buy, and we're setting up for potential divergence on the sell. Pound New Zealand looking good. Pound USD, sell signal back here, which is good. Again, it's with the trend type 1. That's what I like. Price went up to the 240, bounced straight back down, and down we went. Came down towards this low here, previous low. MACD Platinum through the zero level, close half, drag the stop down. The initial stop would have been up here, probably brought into there somewhere. Then it's had a pullback, came here, got this buy signal, which I took. I like the support level here. It was stopped out. Stopped out, no dramas. We're still in this sell. I just brought the sell stop into amongst the MAs here. So the loss there has been offset by that sell. The trend's down. That's why I'm giving the sell room. When you take these buys, they're high risk trades going against the trend. Go on lighter and let this do its thing. So in the meantime, it's gone down. The buy signal's still valid. That green dot is still valid. Price is going down. MACD's going up. Divergence. Trend line drawn across the highs here. Still a valid buy signal. But I'm looking for a break of that trend line. You understand? So we've got the sell, we've got the buy. The buy's still valid. Got divergence forming. I've drawn the trend lines. Looking for a break through that trend line to the upside to take a buy, which I would take, because I like the divergence and I like how price is a long way from the MAs, even though it'd be a high risk trade. But I've got this sell on to help offset it. USD Japanese yen. Let's have a look here. I'm pretty sure we're in a few trades. We're in a buy still, one of our old buys back here. Other ones was we took another buy in here that was stopped out. Took a sell there. We made a few pips or a break even trade. Took a buy here. I closed half of that out and brought my stop up nice and tight. That was stopped out, so that was a winner. Now, and the latest trade was this sell here. I've already tightened this right up. It was a high risk trade with divergence. The MACD Platinum was in a pretty crappy place at the zero level, takes away a bit of my trade management, but it's gone down nicely. Give me a couple of pips, which is okay. So the buy's locking in profit, and the sell at the moment I can't lose on the sell. It hasn't broken this previous low here yet, not convincing, so that's why I've just tightened it up, close half, and tighten it right up. It's now we're in a pretty tight range with the two stops, so it doesn't matter which way it goes. I can't lose on either trade. That's USD. USD Singapore dollar. Now, I thought this was a really good setup. Right, good news is I'm still on a buy from here. That was a good buy setup. I like that. Already moved my stop up. It's sort of in here. Where was it? In this area here, I closed half and brought my stop up. The original stop would have been down here, brought up, and it's just continued up, taking out these previous highs. And I got the sell signal earlier in the week. I thought that was a pretty good setup. I liked it. It was a high-risk trade, trading against the trend, don't get me wrong. MACD Platinum, a good distance above the zero level. Stops up here, and it's gone against me. But the good news is, still got this buy on with the trend. Keep on banging on about it, I know. The trend's your friend, as they say. So, yeah. So, even though we're losing on the sell, we're doing all right on the buy. It's offsetting all that loss on the sell. So, no dramas there at all. But if it takes out this high, it's not going to be I'll probably get stopped out. I'll bring this stop right up under this low here somewhere. I might not even be that close to see where the MAs go. Then I'll look for another sell trade. Just have another go at it. Gold, XAU, USD. What are we in here? I think we were in a sell and we took it up here, which is good. Nice little resistance level up there. MAs are all very tight. It was a high risk trade, but it worked out right. Went down nicely, get into the MAs here, and MACD platinum through the zero level on the blue line. You can hardly see it, but you would have closed half in here somewhere, which is what I basically did. Close half in here. In the meantime, I had this trend line on because gold gets a lot of discussion, so I like to see. And I'm not a big gold trader, but I like to see how my system works with it, and it seems to work nicely on the daily charts. It does. We have some good profits with gold on this, and so now in the meantime, the stop's down here somewhere. We're locking in up. We can't lose, and we're not breaking this sort of previous low here. So there's divergence forming. MACD's gone down. Yeah, sorry if I trailed off there. Just had a bit of a technical issue with my mouse. Yeah. So I try to watch gold, and at the look, this low MACD platinum's lower. The price hasn't gone lower, so there's obvious. Or not, it's not. I know hidden divergence is a bit tricky to spot, but that's potential hidden divergence, hidden bullish divergence. And that, I know it doesn't look like a spot there, but you got to remember the green dots generally are the lows. If you look, that's always your lows. So that's why that's a green dot. And it corresponds with the crosshair there. You can see it. It's very tight. But if I get a buy signal here, I'm going to leave the sell on. I'll take a buy and go up to the upside. It's not a bad pair to trade. All right, let's have a look at this. US dollar. Been playing around with this, just trying to get a feel for it on one of my MT5 platforms, and been doing all right on the daily charts. I don't call the trades in here, but you can see the signals. The sell, the buy, the sell, the buy, the sell, and it follows the same. So I like it. I'm going to put more effort into this. So that last signal was a sell, obviously not going very well, but non-farm payrolls, going against the trend, high risk stuff, high risk. Look at the trend, it's up. The US dollar's been strong. Not super strong, but it's heading up. I would have expected it to come back down closer to the MAs. Like I always say, comes back to the 50 or in there. See how they're the perfect setups, these ones here. These are the high risk setups. This is a perfect setup. All right, US 500, which is the US stock exchange, which is the biggest share market, I guess, on the planet. We still haven't sort of broken this high yet. This week's been a bit, I think with the new strain of COVID, it's created a bit of havoc. The stocks, we had a couple of big days. Look, big candle there, a couple other big candles. When you compare it to all these little ones, they're big candles. I know it's hard to see, but that's just the way it is. And Friday had a bit of a drop again. In the meantime, the trend is still sort of up, even though we had some dips in that. MACD platinum's a long way below the zero level, drawn the trend lines in. Last thing was a sell here, which is a high risk sort of trade. There's a buy there, which is good. Bitcoin, I see the cryptos took a bit of a hit. Oh, Jesus. Damn. I'm in Ethereum, I think, and that's not good. All right. I just follow Bitcoin. I do have some private stuff in cryptocurrencies, but it's not trading as such, more a week-to-week sort of thing with a few altcoins. If I'm not in the altcoins, I'm in either Ethereum or Bitcoin. I'm in Ethereum at the moment, so that's all I'm in. That's the last signal's a buy here, and that's obviously smashed out everything. These big numbers here, that's a 60,000, and that's a 50,000. Yeah, so that's it's a volatile instrument to trade. Good luck to all those crypto traders. All right, guys, that's it. I'll just bring up that Word document again. Where is it? High probability. In case you were wondering what some of the lines or the indicators are, have a read of that. Pause the video, like I said. Thanks for watching. Look, I know they're not the most exciting videos, but, they haven't got all the bells and whistles. They haven't got a picture of a Ferrari or a supermodel or a hammock on the beach. But it's just a grind. Trading is a grind. It becomes routine and boring. I do this stuff every day, and nothing changes for me. I do have other private watch lists, but it's that every trade I take is based on the daily high probability divergence method. I just use different ways of managing trades or going down a lower time frame. If I get I get a sell signal on the Aussie on the daily chart, I look at what I can go down to a 5-minute chart and throw an EA on, or a 15-minute chart, or a 1 hour or 4 hour chart. I'll throw one EA on for the sell side only, and I'll throw another EA on another time frame, completely different settings. with a sell only. And even all my EAs, most of them are based on the same system, just on a lower time frame. So yeah, just keep it simple. Boring as I know the daily charts, I get it, but they're slow and steady. It's as I say, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So on that note, enjoy the weekend, everyone. Thanks for watching. Stay safe wherever you are, and I'll chat to you guys and girls during the week sometime. Cheers.